What's up, Guam? Welcome to In the Zone. Dave Delgado here. Tonight on the show, Lujan Espinosa, 2019 graduate from Notre Dame High School. You received a scholarship to play collegiate eSports for Bethany Lutheran College in Minnesota. Tell us how this all came about.
Well, it took me around, I think it was 4 to 6 months playing an amateur and earning how it is with league is you play amateur at a high level and then you get scouted by colleges. And I ended up getting recruited to another college. And the director for that ended up leaving. So he told me that he didn't want my opportunity to go to waste since he wasn't really able to offer me a chance at going to his university. So he hooked me up with the director at Bethany, and it was just smooth sailing from there. I just meshed with the program, meshed with the coaches.
When did you first pick up a controller, and what was your game of choice?
Man, sheesh. I would say at around 3 or 4 years old. I think the first game I got was actually with my sister, the Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Fire Red. That was my first game ever.
And when did you start gaming seriously, thinking that this could take you somewhere?
Seriously, it was around my freshman or sophomore year. And then leading into like my junior, senior year, it kind of took a little bit of it was kind of put on like the back burner because I just wanted to experience high school, I guess, as any normal kid on Guam would. Wanted to start taking my education more seriously. And then right before COVID hit, I would say at around the end of my first semester leading into my first winter break in 2019, I decided that on top of going to school, since I have a lot of free time, since I was just a part-time student, I wanted to grind seriously for the chance to go off island for college. And I took around a year of just grinding and improving, and I realized that I was good enough, being the best on Guam, to earn a chance in the States.
And what do you know about the eSports program over at Bethany?
I say for around a month and a half before, I got to like hang out with the guys, play with them. I got to sit in for their scrims and watch them play. Recently, they placed second at an international tournament. Had the chance to win around about $1,000 per player, and I just know that they're super competitive, super hungry, like-minded individuals, and we all just want to be the best. So.
And being a jungler for the League of Legends team at Bethany, tell us exactly what that is.
The role, I guess, would be some would describe it as somewhat unorthodox, I guess. League in its own is a very weird game, but pretty much, I guess I would be sort of like a point guard in basketball terms, a facilitator of some sorts. And I pretty much just go around and I help my team get small leads, maybe even bigger leads in their lanes, and close out on objectives on the map. Since League is such a diverse game, I don't really think I would be able to give you all the info, but that would be pretty much like a brief synopsis as to what a jungler entails and what their duty is.
What did your family say when they heard the news about you receiving a scholarship?
My family have always been very, very supportive, and I'm so thankful for that. I have a great support system behind me. They've always known that I've been at least pretty good, at least at League. So they weren't necessarily surprised because I've had previous scholarship offers, but Bethany was the most, I guess you would say, interested in me. They showed the most interest, and they just always kept in contact. And eventually it just came down to one Zoom meeting, just like now with my parents, and Director Fricky got them on board, and they decided to send me to Minnesota.
Well, UOG recently gave out scholarships for their eSports program. What does news like this do for local gamers?
I would say this definitely opens up very new possibilities for people on Guam, especially the local gamers. There's a lot of talent right now in the young pool. I would say the chance for the younger individuals to earn a scholarship just like me, it definitely opens it up. More possibilities, them being able to earn a shot at collegiate esports with UOG. But as opposed to going stateside, the competition is very, very high. And I'm just hoping that with UOG introducing scholarships, it introduces like a more competitive environment here on Guam. Mr. Ken is doing a really, really good job with Latte eSports at facilitating a competitive esports scene here on Guam, but As of the moment right now, we need to step it up here on Guam, I would say.
Or the Latte eSports League definitely help the gamers here get
Yes,
used
sir.
to that competition like setting. So how has that helped you with your game?
I would see it more like sort of like the Drew League for an NBA player. It's really just it's a lot of fun getting to know players from Guam.
Parents looking for alternative sports for their children, less contact sports. This can be something for them. It's more than just sitting in a chair for hours gaming. Sleep, exercise, nutrition, definitely got to keep the brain sharp.
Well, sleep is very, very important, especially well, especially since I'm growing up. A lot of the people who are gaming nowadays are very, very young, so sleep is super important. Exercise too. It's not so much of a staple, at least in the gaming community, I would say. But for me, I can say for myself, the exercise is very, very important. Uh, Sleep and exercise really just help get rid of that brain fog, and I find that, especially with diet as well, that can really influence it. So I would say just really staying away from the sugars, going for jogs really too, push-ups, pull-ups, light stuff like that, and getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. That really just ensures that I'm able to perform at the level that's needed by my college and by amateur teams.